Excellent. Here we go. Okay. It helps me if we ground the conversation in a recent example. Can you tell me the last piece of camera equipment that you purchased?
Yes, the Insta 360 Ace Pro. I
Ooh,
just did an unboxing on it.
okay. Why
Yeah.
did you want this Insta 360 Ace Pro?
Because the expletive GoPro, no, I shouldn't say that. I mean, the GoPro 12 had been powering off for in the middle of a recording, and it's not overheating, and it happened two or three times. After the first time, I lost some footage, and unrecoverable. You can't get it back. It
Yeah.
happened again, lost some more footage. And the third time it happened, luckily I wasn't recording. I was getting ready to record and it shut off. So after about 2 or 3 months of trying to find out what's going on, I started doing some research, and we'll see how the Ace Pro. I looked at the Ace Pro. I looked at the there's what is there's a I looked at several. There was the not the now the word has left my brain that I'm looking for. Does that ever happen to you
All the time.
all the time? Well, it's the DJI
Oh, okay.
Action 4. There it is. I looked at that and the Pocket 3, Osmo Pocket 3. I looked at that one. I was leaning towards the Pocket 3, but the gimbal kind of scared me because you can vlog with it, but I thought it might be a little bit more. I would have to be a little bit more careful with the gimbal on the Pocket 3. So I leaned, and after much research, I like the look of the Insta 360 Ace Pro, which looks like a bigger Go I like a bigger GoPro Hero 12, and I like that flip screen on it. And so, but now I've heard that it might be its close focusing range is not, it's not for like. Have you seen vloggers and they'll stick the camera right up in their face as they? Well, I'm not that kind of a vlogger, but they say when you do that, the Ace Pro will not focus correctly. But, I hold it like a, arm's length away maybe or so like that. But so it's over there on my desk, I'm getting ready to set it up. Gonna make another video on that. And then I'll test it for vlogging. But that's what led me was to look for my a new vlogging camera was that issue with the GoPro Hero 12. It's happened to other people too. So
Okay, that is interesting to know. Walk me through from the very beginning. It sounds like your piece of equipment was failing, so you decided to look somewhere for another model. Where did you start
yes.
that search?
Oh, it was online somewhere. I may have even started with MPB just looking for used action cams.
Mm.
And I think you have some, and I haven't been there since I found and I wasn't looking for a used Insta 360. I was wanting a new one. I know you probably have some used action cams on MPB, but I didn't. I probably looked there and started a YouTube search, just looking over like I would Google what is the best vlogging camera for, what is the best camera for vlogging or action camera for vlogging. That's how I actually started the search for it. And the GoPro came up a lot. And then the Insta 360 hadn't been out that long. I think last November, I think they came out with it. So it's practically brand new. And there's going to be, a few little issues, but that's how I started the initial search, was looking online and YouTube and seeing what other vloggers were using.
Were there any vloggers in particular that were using this one that you just really
Uh,
trust recommendations?
Well, yes, Philip Scriba, Skriba, and I apologize to Philip if I'm slashing his pronunciation of his name wrong, but he's he's not in the States though. But anyway, he speaks English, but he's got kind of an accent. But I looked at him, and then there's another one that I was recently started following and looking at. He's got the Ace Pro and a whole bunch of other, and his name is Mr. Miyagi Mr. Miyagi Style. That's his handle. That's his YouTube. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi Style. Not big. Now Philip Scriba, he has I don't know, 20 or 30,000 subscribers, I think. But the Mr. Miyagi, he don't have, he has less than my channel. I'm almost at 600 now, by the way.
Well done.
Yay. Yeah.
That's
Throw
excellent.
the confetti up in the air behind you and all that stuff. But anyway, I do it for fun. So yeah, I looked at, and then there's another YouTuber. Let me see, what is his Sean? Sean's his first name. That's not his channel name, but something with photography. I mean, I could look. You want me to go and look and see what it is? I've got my, okay, but
If it's
anyway,
close, yeah.
yeah, my computer's right here. I've got a laptop. Of course, my computer's right here. I'm talking on, but my laptop is right here too. Um,
See it. It's not Sean Dalton, is it?
uh, no, it's not. I don't think it's no, it's not that. Let me see. Oh, here's my subscriptions. Well, Tamara Gabriel, she does reviews. She's got like about 30,000 subscribers. Um, and another one but she don't use this camera, but I love her vlog. She's big with MPB. Y'all sponsor her channel. Um, what is her name? She's from over across the big pond. Courtney Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah, Courtney Victoria is her name. She's got a really good channel. But I don't see her using, I don't know what she uses for a vlog, but when she goes out on her photography set, when she goes out, she's vlogging, but I don't know what camera she's using.
Mm.
Um, who else? I'm trying to think of that. I'll come across it here in a minute. His channel. I start Air Photography. That's who it is. Air Photography. And you would think that's all about drones or something, but it's not. So I've been watching his channel for years. That's how I found out about the GoPro initially. I had the GoPro 5, I think, initially. And so he does reviews not only on the GoPros but also the Action 4, and he's got the Ace Pro, because they'll send it to these YouTubers. They'll send it to them for free for a review. And I kind of get like, you have to be careful. I have to be careful watching those kind of reviews. Sometimes they don't point out the negatives. Some, not all, some of them will. They'll point the negative, they'll point them out. Well, they feel like they have to do real positive things because they got the product free, and they're sponsoring the video. I don't have sponsorships. Nobody knows what my channel is. Probably been about maybe those 500 subscribers, and that's about it. Anyway, so that's how I first learned about the action cams in general.
Okay. So it sounds like you were doing some general research, hearing a lot of
Mhm.
models being thrown about. How did
Yeah.
you decide which models to do more research into?
Oh, it's a tough decision. It's tough. Have you ever tried to find that needle in the proverbial haystack?
Yeah, I've been known to.
Or is it the proverbial needle in the haystack? Because that's a whole proverb in itself. The haystack isn't proverbial. It's the needle in the haystack. But anyway, um, I just knew that, well, I've only had the GoPro not even a year. This year would be 1 year. I got it last spring, I think. Yeah, I think I got it last spring. So it's not that old. They haven't got a GoPro 13 out or yet, or 14. So it's their newest camera. And it has some features that it even has some nice features that the Insta360 Ace Pro does not have. So I weighed them. Well, is that a feature that I need? No, not really. The 10-bit color GoPro has that. The 12 360 Ace Pro does not have 10-bit. The Ace Pro has 8K. The GoPro 12 does not have 8K, but I don't even film in 8K. The monitors that people look and watch stuff on, they're not 8K, they're not 5K, they're not 4K.
Yeah.
It's really tough to, I don't even know how, who you go to look and see, well, what kind of monitor do you have? Can you see 4K video, 8K video, or what? I don't know. And then, so I just decided to, well, after looking over those three and researching the features of each one, I really like that Pocket 3 with the Osmo Pocket 3, the nice little gimbal on it. Got great reviews, but it's like $300 more expensive. That's another thing that I have to keep in mind. I'm on a limited budget, and so I definitely have to keep that in mind. Now, the DJI Action 4 is a little bit less expensive than the Insta360. So, and they say it's better with close focusing. Like if you want to hold your vlogging camera a little closer, than they, from what I've been seeing, and I'm still looking up things about my, my new one too. And there's all kinds of videos comparing it with the GoPro and the Action and the Pocket 3. So, it's going to take me doing it myself, seeing what it does for me or what it don't do for me. I love the flippy screen. It just flips up. Now I don't, it flips. That's the only thing it does. It flips up, but it don't twist around, it just flips up if you want to turn it to you so you can see what. And the GoPros, they have that little camera on the front of them with right next to the lens. So,
Okay, so it sounds like you had some specific features that you were looking out for when you were doing this comparison. You said 10-bit color, 8K, or let's just
well,
say resolution, price. What else?
I really wasn't specifically looking for the 10-bit or 8-bit or color, nothing that technical. I mean, the clarity of the video actually meant more to me than anything. And a big, huge thing is the ability to connect a wireless microphone to it. So that was huge. That probably was the number one thing, the ability to connect a wireless microphone. And you have to buy a little adapter to for the well, you have to buy that for any action camera if you want to use it. Now they do have onboard cameras, onboard microphones, and you can use them, which they're pretty good on the Insta360 Ace Pro. So then I consider that, but the 8 or 10-bit color, I mean, since I've been getting into color theory lately with one of my instructors I go to, watch his channel, watch his stuff on YouTube, um, and learning about color theory and all that, I am more interested in that, 8 or 10-bit color. I know the main difference is the 10 is more than 8, so you get more with 10-bit color than you do with 8-bit color. So it's as when you go to edit and clean up or, polish up your videos and stuff, having that extra color to edit and play around with is helpful. But is it a deal breaker that it does not have that? No, it's not.
Okay, then I'm interested from all of the models that were being thrown out at you as you were doing your research, how did you limit the numbers?
It came down to 3 of them, and I actually have a really, really, really super budget-friendly Akaso Brave 7. That is the gem of budget-friendly cameras. Now, is it great? No. Is the image quality great? No. Is the video quality? It's okay. I could use it, but and people wouldn't know. The general public wouldn't know. So I ruled that out. I mean, I know what I want and what my level of what I want in the features and the quality of the video. I know what I want, and the Castle Brave is, albeit it's a good camera, it just wasn't what I. So I narrowed it down to the 3: the Osmo Pocket 3, the DJI Action 4, and the Insta360. And I looked at price first off, and the Osmo Pocket 3 is the most expensive out of those 3. But I was willing to budget for it. I thought, well, okay, you can maybe add a little bit more to the budget if you can, maybe sell another print or something. So I was able to kind of rule that one out because when I started researching it, I'm going to be using it as a vlogging camera, and I'll be taking it on trails that are probably, I'm not an action type. I'm not going to be riding a bicycle or a motorcycle and holding it out or doing skateboarding with it. But I am going to be using it, walking around, holding it probably through maybe a thicket or two and branches or something being around. And I thought the gimbal you'd have to be just extra careful with it. So then I started seeing the Insta360 Ace Pro in comparison videos, and then the DJI Action 4. And so I narrowed it down to the 2, the DJI Action 4 and the Insta360. And another friend of mine from across the big pond, HV4 is his handle, YouTube channel, HVEE4. His name is Lee though. He had the GoPro 12 too, and fooling with those the thumb screws all the time and taking it out, taking it apart to get to the battery, to change the SD card. It just got to be a pain in the royal butt to me. And Lee, my friend over there, he started looking too, and he was looking at the Insta360, and he's got the Insta360 camera that does the 360 things. You know, he don't have the action cam. He has that camera that does that cool looking. So he was looking at the Insta360 Ace Pro too, but then he came across the DJI, or not the DJI, the Osmo Pocket 3. And he loved that, and that's how he went. That's so he some of his videos are really nice too. It may be of better quality just a little bit, but not enough for me to justify the extra money over the Ace Pro.
Okay. So you ruled out the Pocket 3 for
Mhm.
budget reasons. You thought maybe it just wasn't worth it.
Well, not only budget reasons, but I was kind of leery about that gimbal it has.
Mhm.
That's the camera. You can't take that off. It's on there, and it sets on top of where you hold it, and it's exposed right there, and it may be really good, you know, and sturdy and hard to to uh to damage it. I don't know, but it just seemed like to me that and the price.
Yeah.
And then
In
I
combination.
started comparing but it was still in the back of my mind as a maybe if the other features I was looking at, you know, in the Action 4 or the Insta360 Ace Pro, if I kind of figured out, you know, maybe it is better than them two, I could still fall back on it. But the more I got to looking at the comparison of the and checking out the features of the Insta360 Ace Pro, the more I another selling point for me was the Leica lens that it has on it. You know, Leicas, they're huge. They've been around for, and then there's some drawbacks to that too, that camera, because they say you can't replace the lens cover, and you can't. Well, you can. I just wouldn't want to. It's an aftermarket thing you got to buy, and you twist off the lens, comes off. It don't hurt anything, but it probably negates your warranty. I'm not sure if it does or not, but they say that was that wasn't a deal breaker for me. I mean, I don't walk around banging my camera lenses on stuff. You know, I've never damaged any camera. I wrecked my drone once, my DJI Mini too, but I haven't done anything to my little cameras that I carry around. I'm very careful with them.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So then once you decided that the Insta360 Ace Pro was the model for you, how did
Mm.
you then decide where you were going to buy it from?
Well, I have Amazon. Where else?
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, there. Uh, no, actually, I think I went. Did I go through? Yeah, I went through their website, insta360.com. And I know I could have bought it on Amazon. It was the same price. I compared prices. It was the same price. And I thought, well, because some manufacturers they'll offer you where to buy. It's on their website. They don't sell it themselves. It's
Mm.
like it would be like MPB not selling their gear on the website. You go to this other place. So, but Insta360, you can order it from right, and same thing with the DJI, you order it right from their website. So I just went right to the Insta360.com's website.
Why do that over Amazon?
No reason, no specific reason. Now, had I had a little bit of built up bonus points that Amazon keeps, I would have maybe used those, but I didn't. And I had never really bought it. No, I hadn't bought anything from Insta360. Now
Okay.
DJI, I do have some rewards points there, but I think it's like $5. So it wouldn't have helped me much on their Action 4. The Action 4 is a really nice camera. It is. I mean, I was debating whether or not to just, to go with the Action 4. But that little flip up screen, I don't know, that really caught my as being a cool, and they said that oh the feature where you scrub it and it's real responsive. They said that was better on the Action on the Insta360 Ace Pro. If you ever scrolled something and it just won't, you just kind of, it just, you just can't get it to, you want it to come on. I'm trying to scroll here, and you're just, you kind of
Yeah.
want to do that to it, and come on, let's go. But I haven't even set my Insta360 Ace Pro up yet. It's sitting over there. That's why I'm waiting to do my next YouTube video on. I'm gonna kind of record, but I use the GoPro 12 to record. I have a
Yeah.
little camera over here that I use for when I do my talking head videos. It's a Canon, one of them little mirrorless cheap Canons. But anyway, um, what was your question again? I probably want to.
I've lost track myself. New question for you.
Okay.
When you were on the Insta360 website, did you have multiple versions of the Ace Pro to pick from, or was there just
Yeah,
one?
yeah. There's two. There's the Ace Pro and then the Ace.
Okay. How did you
Yeah,
pick
and
between those two?
well, I didn't really do any major comparisons because the Pro sold it. That word Pro, we all want to have the Pro stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because we're pros, right? I mean, so, but and there's a few little things, but I didn't go into depth and study over whether I wanted the Ace or the Ace Pro. May I could have gotten by with the Ace, probably, maybe, but I didn't consider it. And their website, Insta360's website, is not it's not as nice to go through. I mean, it's not bad either, but they're the images are kind of small. Maybe it's my eyes, I guess, being, I've got old man eyes. Maybe that's part of it. But I found what I needed. The Ace. They have more images of the great big stuff that it does. Here's a picture of this person riding a big giant wave with and you can tell, and that catches your eye. But when you go to choose what item you want, they're not very. It's not very intuitive, I guess you could say.
Mm, interesting. From the moment that you knew you wanted a replacement for your GoPro to the moment you purchased the i360, Insta360 Ace Pro, how long
Mhm.
did that process take?
Uh, I'm gonna say right around a couple of weeks,
Okay.
maybe even longer, because like I said, I went after I decided not that the Pocket 3 wasn't the way I would probably go. It came down to the two, the DJI Action 4 and the Insta360 Ace Pro. And that's when I really started to watch YouTube over the process of a couple more weeks and compare and see what each of them had. Basically, that's how I do everything. I already know what these YouTubers are coming out with when they do these comparison videos. I've already researched enough myself to know, oh yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware. And then some of them on YouTube, when they do the reviews, they won't, it's not that they're trying. I just don't think they research it well enough. One YouTuber said you got to hold it. You can't hold it closer than 6 feet away from your face.
Mm,
That's the same. My reaction was that too. 6 feet? You've got to be wrong about that. So I commented. Insta360 told me the close focus range on their camera, the Ace Pro, is 40 centimeters. That's a little over a foot.
yeah,
You can hold your arm out. That's not 6 feet. And
yeah,
then he came back and said, "Oh, interesting. I'll have to do more research." So he wasn't like, where are you coming from, you idiot? You don't know he wasn't like that. He was, nice. And you have to be that way. You can't be ignorant to people.
yeah.
So he was nice and accepted that. But So when I have something like that and I see something like that on a YouTuber and I'm thinking, I haven't heard that. I'm gonna get in touch with them and see. And they were good. They called me. I called and they got back to me, answered my question, and it was fine. So, and then when I started, I knew I was going to go with I just kind of stopped looking at anymore because there's only so much you can get your brain full of all this, and then you start seeing all the negatives, and then you start doubting yourself
Yeah.
whether or not. So I guess it took probably about 3 weeks, a good 3 weeks before I made the final decision to go with
Okay.
it. To go with it.
What would you say was the most time-consuming part of that research process?
Probably trying to sift out all the stuff I was seeing from these YouTubers that they had been sent it free, and they
Mm,
were like, "Oh, it is so fantastic. It is just beautiful. Here, you'll get this, and it's just absolutely amazing, and it will up your game, and it will, all this and all that." Trying to sift through that kind of talk to get down to the basic, okay, can you drop this camera in the mud? Will it survive? Can you accidentally let it slip out of your hand? Maybe will it survive? Can you brush it up against a bunch of branches while you're vlogging with it? And just trying to find good information about what how rugged is it? Is it last? Is it durable? And that Philip Scriba, he was the one that I kind of, because he's rough with his stuff. I've saw videos he makes, and he'll just take the camera and sling it down. And that, and then he'll pick it back up and go on like nothing's ever happened. And so I like his videos, or his reviews of it were good. And then that air photography, his reviews of it were good. And just try to find the ones that point out the bad stuff too. And just don't give me the good stuff, all the good stuff. I'm certain that it has great features. Why don't they start off? And I think my next video, if I probably do one on a comparison video of it. I'm going to start off with, this is the bad stuff I don't like. Not
yeah,
tell them the good stuff. You already know the good stuff. It's all over their website. If you want to go to their product, it says you don't see the stuff, the bad stuff, the negative stuff about it. But
yeah,
anyway, yeah, trying to sift through all the info out there on it was a struggle, really.
yeah. It's no small feat. I know we are almost out of time, so maybe one or two more questions for you. Was there anything particularly helpful in getting the right product for you?
Hmm. Just a lot of research on my part. I'm just like that. I won't buy just anything unless I know or have a good idea myself. Um, so just that part of it.
Yeah. When you're doing that research, how do you keep track of all of the information that you're getting? Pen and
Uh,
paper.
uh, more
Oh my gosh.
notes all over my desk here. Yeah,
What are
and
you
the
writing
video. What am I writing down? The price, Insta360 price. The focusing distance, 40 centimeters. The not the which is about 1.31 feet. Um, Stuff like that.
down? Okay.
I
That
can't
is
remember. I can't remember because I have to write it down. I can't remember. I thought you would actually ask me more than just what you have, because I actually had a bunch of other things I was gonna have ready to answer. But anyway, I just write down a lot of stuff, and then if I see come across a good video, I always make sure that I like that, or put it in my watch later, and I'll just keep going back to that, and I make playlists for the item. I've got a playlist I made for Insta360 that I'll add to. so I can go there. And then just keeping, just keeping up on making sure, go to their website, see what they have any firmware. And there is a firmware update now that it will probably update for a feature that these YouTubers are saying that it's could be a a deal breaker for some. But so Insta360 has added this feature where you can turn on and off HDR. You couldn't do that before. And this is recent. So they say Insta360 is really good. And when I heard that, I thought, well, that's pretty good. They're really good about listening to their customers and what the customers want and what they need in a camera and an action cam. So, but most of the time, the stuff that I write down is just scattered all over the place, like I was showing you. Sometimes I'll have to go look at it myself and remember, oh yeah, I remember writing that down. Now I got to go research more about that. Yeah.
There's a method to the madness.
There is. My desk is yeah, somebody told me one time it's a chaotic mess, but there's another phrase you use too. Besides being
Yeah.
yeah, it's chaotic, but it's my chaoticism.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah.
Excellent, TC. We are out of time, but I know you said
Okay.
that there were a few things you thought I was going to ask and that you had answers for.
Oh
Was there anything
no,
you
no,
could
no.
share?
Like I just said, no, it has nothing to do with probably what we've been talking about. Just my start to the new year, what I'm going to be trying to do more, get out more, and use my action cam more, do more vlogs, and just enjoy photography more than I did last year.
Yeah, that's an excellent goal. Do you have any sort of concrete steps towards that planned?
Yes. Let me see. What don't don't buy stop buying so much gear.
Is that written down?
Yes, I did. Let me see. How did I word it? Let me see. Where's the one that I wrote it down? Here it is. No more new gear unless necessary. Now, was the Insta360 Ace Pro necessary? No, it wasn't. It
But if it
wasn't.
helps your blogging game, then who knows? Maybe it is necessary. We can
Well,
justify.
like I said, the 12 was cutting off on me, was shutting down on me. I just didn't know what else. I was like getting ready to throw it across the lake or something, I didn't.
I would say that's pretty necessary then.
Well, anyway, yeah. So no, that's just I had that few things wrote down that I thought you might say, like, well, did you make any resolutions? Or I don't make resolutions or nothing like that.
Okay. Easy answer. Thank you for asking and answering it for me.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, TC, I will let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so, so much. I'll send you the incentive in an email by tomorrow morning, if not tonight.
And
And
you
I
remember
will,
the last time we did this, you kind of sent me the video.
yeah, do you want that again?
Yeah, I didn't get the last one up. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Would it be it might be interesting for someone to, who knows what people they're coming to my channel from? Nothing about photography. It's the shorts of my black cat that they're watching, which
I'm
I
that person. That speaks to me.
that just blows me away. Oh yeah, you probably can't see. Can you see my little? Wait,
Oh,
wait a minute. There we go.
I love it. What's the cat's name?
He's no longer with us. His name was Simba. He was a
Simba.
he was a stray that showed up on my back porch, and we live in a rural area. Sweetest. He was like they call him. He looked like they call him a Norwegian forest cats or Norwegian forest breed. Fluffy and he just beautiful orange, beautiful cat. Fell in love with him. Just absolutely floored me. I've never felt that way about an animal ever.
Hmm.
This cat took something from here that I didn't know was there.
Yeah.
And I had him fixed and checked out and cleaned up, beautiful. And then I got up one morning I used to drive a school van, and I got up one morning and he was laying in front of the door. We brought him in, never let him out again.
Yeah.
So I got up to get in the school van, and I thought he was just resting over by the front door on the nice little spot there. And I called him, and he usually runs right, usually sees me and comes, but he just laid there this time.
Mm.
And I went over to him, and he left us. He was just laid there and died. I'm gonna start crying thinking about it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's so
anyway,
fun.
um, I was asking the vet, and the vet said, well, sometimes they, for no reason, they'll have a heart attack. And
Yeah.
but anyway, I got another rescue a beer from a brewery, a local brewery.
Okay.
That's the black one. That's my shadow. Yeah.
Shadow. That's a good name for a
Yeah.
black
But
cat.
anyway, yeah, we only have the one cat. We no other, no dogs or nothing.
Yeah. One cat can
You
be enough. They've got attitude
oh
for a
he
whole.
yes, he's enough. He's enough for yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have animals or
I do. They're usually back here. We just adopted two a few months ago.
all I can
Lily,
see back behind you is a blurry.
yes,
Are
because
you
my black,
embarrassed you're embarrassed to show your background, aren't you?
I am, because my black cat will just jump on the bed like a little toddler to get my attention. And she's so cute that she distracts the people I interview.
Oh
She's
my
a
gosh. Oh
hazard to
my
my
God. I don't blame
occupation.
you. Yeah, see, I've got a male and he's through the day, he finds his spot and he's zonked. And he'll stay there unless I bother him. Now, once he wakes up, he wants my attention most of the rest of the time he's awake. Yeah, if he's not mewing for food, he's wanting to play. Yesterday afternoon, I was walking and past our bed, and out of nowhere, and I was not expecting it, from under the bed, he reaches out with his paw and grabs my. I need to trim his claws, and grabs my sock with his, scares the living out of me. You little snot, you. And then I raise up the bed and just to look at him, and he's got this look on his face like, ha ha ha. See, you idiot. See what I did to you? Ha ha.
They're so sassy.
Oh, they are. They are. I'm just. I was never like this before. Now my daughter got a black cat, and we kept it for a while she was away, and loved it. And then she took it with her when she moved out, of course. And then I
Yeah.
wanted another one, and happened to be at the local brewery we go to, and they had two Instamatic pictures, like from the Kodak Instamatic cameras, of two black cats. And I said, "Oh," they said, "looking for a good home." And there you go. Where's one? Where are they at? And then they said, well, one of them, they're brothers, and one of them was just took this morning, but the other one's running around here somewhere. So I found Shadow,
It was fate.
just a
You were
little,
meant to
little,
be
little, little
here.
black fur, little black ball of fur, solid
I'm
black, not a white mark on him nowhere.
that is a shadow. He's going to
They
be
say,
YouTube famous.
yeah, they say black cats are the last ones to be adopted. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently something to do with the bad luck people associate with them, but they're so
Yeah, yeah,
sweet.
yeah, they are. It's I'd do anything for that cat. I would have done anything for Simba too. He was more clingy than Shadow. Now Shadow will let me pick him up and do what and just love on him, but Simba would I know he would have picked me up and loved on me had he been able to, because he would come up and just put his paws around like, but I wasn't videoing stuff, but I wasn't doing, shorts of cats back then.
Yeah. Oh my
But
gosh.
it's funny that I know I look at my analytics and how people find your videos, and I've got shorts of Shadow, and they've got over 1,000 views. One of them recently 2,000 views, and I'll scroll all the way down until I get to. I think the next most popular video was when I did a comparison of my audio interfaces back when I first actually started doing this stuff. But anyway, uh,
Very varied content.
what's that? Varied content.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I was told by a couple of friends that don't do the algorithm any good when if you get away from it. I don't care about no algorithm. I
Yeah.
hated math.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from it. Do it because you love it. That's the best
That's
thing to do.
exactly right, and that's one of the things for this year that I thought. See, I started this channel probably seriously last March, a year ago. It would be a year ago this coming March. I started it, kind of getting serious about it and doing stuff. And I started, well, how many subscribers am I going to get today? What do I need to do today? I need to get this video out. And then it got to the point to where by the end of the year, I was like, dreading trying to get a video ready. I wasn't enjoying it like I used to.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've decided after, and I've got two mentors online, Blake Rudis and Matt Kloskowski, who are great photographers and instructors. They're not pro photographers though, but their instructions and the videos that they make are, they've got me where I need to be going. Yeah. And I do plan on, I was kind of wanting MPB to have, I remember searching on there for a Insta360. They don't have it. They didn't have the Insta360 Ace Pro. Maybe because it's brand new, nobody has traded up for it yet or anything like that. I don't know. But they
Yeah.
didn't have one, a used
Okay.
one. Because I'll often go on MPB to see what is used. What do they have that's used? I don't
Yeah.
think they had an Osmo Pocket 3. It's relatively new. I don't think they had. Now, they may have a DJI Action 4 or a 3. Maybe they'll have one. I think they do have the older models of them, but I didn't want an older model. I wanted something fairly new. So anyway,
Interesting.
MPB is not up there like I would look on, other like Amazon for something, but I know they have great deals and I should probably look on there more than I do.
I'm not on the sales team, so totally up to you to make that decision. I won't pitch yet, but we do appreciate you giving feedback on this. Even if it's not about
Okay.
MPP specifically, it's really helpful to know how people approach that research so that we can try and make our website as informative as possible so people feel like they have the information they need essentially. So thank you
Absolutely.
for
Yeah.
that.
You're very welcome.
Excellent. Okay, I will really let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm sure I'll find an excuse to talk to you again soon.
Okay. Is it Marley, right?
It is, yeah.
I just love that name. I don't know why. Maybe because of the movie or the dog, Marley and Me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
know.
very sad movie.
Very,
Felt like a
very,
piece of me died.
very sad. Oh man, was it sad. I didn't used to cry over animals until I got Simba.
He made a soft man out of you.
I guess. All right, Marley. It's been a
All right,
pleasure.
TC. Have a good one.
You
See you now.
too.